Hello, welcome to Fernbank Science Center's The Sky This Week for the end of 2020. My name is April Whitt, one of the astronomers at Fernbank, and we're looking at things in the early morning and early evening skies this week. We have a full moon toward the middle of the week. Happy New Year on Thursday, and some bright planets and stars. Early in the week, December 27th, just after the sun goes down, planets to look for in the early evening sky. If you watch toward the south part of the sky, you can use a compass or you can use your right shoulder, point it toward the place where the sun appeared to go down or set, and you'll be facing toward the south. The moon, not quite full, but pretty bright over toward the southeast part of the sky. The bright planet Mars, fairly high on the evening sky, sort of a pinkish looking or maybe orangey, brightest object up in that part of the sky. And if you had a chance to see Jupiter and Saturn through a telescope, perhaps on the 21st when they appeared really close together, they're still there. You can still look for them in the early evening sky. Move into the middle of the week and early morning, the planet Venus is our morning star. Not really a star, it's a planet, second one from the sun, about the same size as Earth, but much hotter and different atmosphere. Venus, as it moves along its orbit over the next few weeks, will appear closer and closer to the southeastern horizon if you watch at the same time every morning. At this time of year, Venus is close to the planet, or it appears to be, close to a bright star called Antares. Antares is the heart of Scorpius, the scorpion, constellation we'll look at next week. But keep an eye on Venus over the next few weeks. See how long it is you can see Venus before it disappears into the sun's glare, probably about the middle of January. After that, Venus will be up in the daytime sky with the sun, and we won't see it again until April when it's in the early evening sky. On the 29th, we get a full moon near the constellation, or appearing to be in the constellation of Gemini, the twins. If you look at where the moon is, around 10 o'clock at night or 10:30, on the 29th. It's high in the sky. The full moon is high during our wintertime sky. And there are two stars that look like twins just to the left of the moon toward the east. Those are the heads of the Gemini brothers, Castor and Pollux. On the 29th, the moon looks like it's down here by its feet, by the twins' feet. But keep an eye out. That's going to change as the Earth moves along our orbit and as the moon moves along its orbit. Just after sunset on the 30th, plenty of planets to look for. This is where you're going to need a pair of binoculars and a really flat, clear southwestern horizon to see Jupiter and Saturn, a little bit separated perhaps. Moving farther along, Jupiter will appear to pass Saturn and keep moving along its orbit. The planet Mars will still be up high, nice and high around 6:30 in the evening. Should be pretty to look for if we have clear weather. And finally, yay, the 31st, Happy New Year, the end of 2020. There are bright planets like fireworks up there in the sky to celebrate, again down toward the south. And if you find the brightest star that we can see from here on the Earth, the star Sirius, find that in the south part of the sky. It's maybe halfway up. And then draw a line from Sirius to the knee of Orion. Rigel is the name of this star. Keep going a little higher, and it will take you to the eye of Taurus the bull, this V shape of stars, sideways V, the Hyades. That bright star is Aldebaran, the eye of Taurus the bull. Continue along toward the Gemini twins, Castor on this side and Pollux right next to it. They're about a handspan across between each other on the sky. And continue back to the star Procyon or Procyon. It's one of the stars in the little dog, only 2 stars, not much of a dog there. And finally, back to Sirius, brightest star, and the nose of Orion's big hunting dog, Canis Major. This time of year, in the winter, midnightish, the brightest stars we can see all year long. Fun to look for. And if you want to know which star is which, we have an app to look for. Saturday, January 2nd, the Earth is closest to the sun. You'll notice it's only a few million miles closer in January at perihelion than it is in July when the Earth is farthest from the sun. But Saturday morning, 9 a.m., perihelion here on Earth. Finding your way around. The Skyview Light app is a good one. It shows where things are in the sky, and it's really easy to use. You can look at different constellations. It'll point out the shapes of the constellations, give you the names of bright stars. And if you're just curious as to what's that thing, point your Skyview Light app and get the information. The app is free. It's available for both iPhone or Android on the App Store. And it is really easy to use. Point it, whatever your device you have, toward the sky, and it will identify stars, constellations, and planets. Thanks very much for listening. Keep an eye out for our bright full moon if we have clear weather. Very best wishes for a happy and prosperous new year from Fernbank Science Center. Do visit our website, www.fernbank.edu. Friday nights, we still have our virtual planetarium programs, lots of interesting guests. Thanks again for listening. Have a great week.